Hello all, I am the Holland Phantom, and for today's video we're going to be having a live battle from the 2006 format. On one side, we've got the Mew and Manectric deck, as used by Jason Klaczynski, the 2006 Masters Division World Champion, going up against a Raichu and Exeggutor deck on the other side. So we'll see which of these two decks can pick the victory today. But before we begin, I just wanted to let everyone know that the channel's 2-year anniversary is going to be coming up next month, and we're hoping to hit 700 subscribers before then. So if you enjoy the content that we put out, please consider leaving a subscribe, it really helps us a lot. And now with that out of the way, let's get into the battle. And here we go, the battle has started, with both players flipping over their starting Pokemon. On the Mew side, we've got Manectric as the active Pokemon, and on the Raichu side, we've got Pikachu as the active Pokemon. The Mew side is going first, attaching a Lightning Energy onto Manectric, and attacking with Recharge, searching the deck for another Lightning Energy to equip onto Manectric, and that's going to be it for the turn. Okay, no other cards are played. Now we're to the Raichu side, let's see what they can do. Starting off with the supporter Holland Mentor, discarding a card from their hand to then search their deck for up to 3 basic Pokemon. Alright, there we see an Exeggutor coming down. A second one. Let's see what the third Pokemon's going to be. It's going to be another Pikachu. Both Pikachu and Exeggutor are going to be the main attackers of the deck once they evolve. Okay, let's see if any other cards are going to be played. There we see an Energy Root coming down into one of the Exeggutor. Actually, both Exeggutor get an Energy Root. Energy Root gives its Pokemon an extra 20 HP. And no energy cards were played. Turn passes back over to the Mew side. The player activates TV Reporter to draw 3 cards out of the deck, and then discarding 1 card from their hand. Okay, we didn't get to see what they discarded. And now the player benches MewEggs, going to be the main attacker of this deck. It gets a Lightning Energy. And the active Manectric evolves into Manectric, which then attacks with Disconnect, hitting Pikachu for 40 damage, but more importantly, it prevents the Raichu side from playing any trainer cards or stadiums. It can only play supporters from now on. Okay, the active Pikachu evolves into Raichu, and now the player activates Rocket's Admin, forcing both players to shuffle away their hands, and now each one gets to draw 6 cards, 1 for each of the remaining prize cards. Yeah, there's the cards being picked up. The second Pikachu evolves into another Raichu on the bench. And it looks like the player's making some space on their bench for another Pokemon. Yeah, it's going to be a third Exeggutor coming down. Both Raichu are switching spots as the active one retreats. And let's see if we're going to see an attack coming through. Actually, no energy coming down still. Turn passes over to the Mew side. The player activates Mary's Request to draw another 3 cards out of their deck. A second MewEggs comes down onto the bench. And the first Mew gets a second Lightning Energy. And Manectric attacks once again with Disconnect, hitting for 40 damage, and once again trainer locking the opponent. Now over to the Raichu side again. They need to start attaching some energy cards to attack. Okay, there's their final bench Pokemon. It's going to be a Holland's Cast Form, followed by the supporter Steven's Advice, to draw 1 card for each of the opponent's Pokemon. So that's 3 cards total. Raichu's going to be retreating to promote Cast Form this time. And Cast Form gets the Metal Energy. Their first energy attachment of the game, and there's the attack. Delta draw to draw 1 card for every Delta species Pokemon on their side. So that's going to be 5 cards drawn. Now back over to the Mew side. Manectric is going to be discarding an energy to retreat to promote Mew now. Mew has a Pokebody called Versatile, letting it copy the attacks of every Pokemon in play. The second Mew gets a Lightning Energy. And now the player activates TV Reporter, drawing another 3 cards, then discarding 1 from their hand. There's the attack. Mew copies Disconnect to hit Cast Form for 40 damage, and they're keeping the Trainer Lock going. A Holland's Magnemite comes down onto one of the Raichu. Holland's Magnemite counts as a colorless energy when equipped in this way, and now the player activates Scott as their supporter, searching their deck for Holland Researcher, Holland Adventurer, and Holland Scientist. 3 Holland supporters being added to the hand. And there's the attack, another Delta draw, drawing another 5 cards out of the deck. So far, Cast form has drawn 10 cards, all on its own. Okay, back over to the Mew side. The bench Mew gets a Holland's Magneton, bouncing back the lightning energy it had. And Holland's Magneton now counts as a double rainbow energy. Oh, and now the player activates Rocket's Admin, forcing the Raichu player to shuffle away their entire hand. They had a huge hand, and now they only get to draw 6 cards. Okay, there's cards being drawn by both sides. Let's see what else the Mew side can do. There's the attack. Another disconnect, taking the first KO. Okay, on the Raichu side, Raichu with the energy comes up as the new active Pokemon. So we're finally going to be seeing an attack coming through that deals some damage. But first, the Rocket's Admin once again forces both players to shuffle away their hands. Mew will draw 5 cards now, while Raichu gets another 6. Any Exeggutor coming down yet? There's 3 Execute in play, but still no Exeggutor. Raichu is retreating to promote the other Raichu now, the one without the energy. Oh, but there's the energy. Scramble! Scramble energy counts as a triple rainbow energy if they're behind in prizes, and now Raichu can attack with Metallic Thunder, discarding all of its energy to hit for 90 damage and taking an easy one-hit KO against Mew. And now Raichu is in the lead as they take 2 prizes. It's Mew's turn. They activate another TV reporter, drawing 3 cards, discarding 1. A third Mew EX comes down onto the bench, and the new Mew now gets a lightning energy. There's another disconnect, taking the KO against Raichu, and now both sides are tied once again. 4 prizes remaining apiece. The next Raichu comes up as a new active Pokemon, and one of the Execute finally evolves into Exeggutor. Raichu retreats to promote the Exeggutor. And there's the energy attachment. It's going to be double rainbow energy. It does decrease its attack power by 10 though. And there's the attack Delta Circle. It only deals 40 damage. Okay, let's see what the Mew side can do now. Another TV reporter. I think that's their last one of the deck. A second lightning energy comes down into the bench to Mew. And there's their trainer card switch, swapping both Mew. Now the fresh one comes up into the active spot to attack this Exeggutor. And there we see another disconnect. This time it hits for 80 damage as Exeggutor is weak to psychic Pokemon, but it does hang on because of the energy root, giving it extra HP. On the Raichu side, Pikachu comes down as a new benched Pokemon. It gets a metal energy as well. And it looks like the player's making some more space on their bench. Okay, there we see another cast form coming down. And there's the attack. Delta Circle, this time hitting for 50 damage. As there are 5 Delta Species Pokemon on the Raichu side. And on the Mew side, the player activates Dual Ball, flipping 2 coins. One of them is heads, so the player can search their deck for 1 basic Pokemon to add to their hand. And the chosen one is going to be another Mew. It's going to be the 3rd Mew, actually the 4th Mew, coming down for this side. And now the player activates her supporter, Professor Elm's Training Method, searching their deck for Manectric EX to evolve their benched Electrike. The new Mew now gets a lightning energy. And there's the attack. Another disconnect, taking the KO against Exeggutor. And now Mew has taken 3 prizes so far. They're back in the lead. Raichu comes back up into the active spot. And the player activates Holland Researcher, discarding another card from their hand to search their deck for any Metal Energy or Delta Species Pokemon. And the one chosen is going to be another Exeggutor. Alright, there we go. The Execute with the energy root evolves into the next Exeggutor. And Raichu attacks with Zap, hitting every Pokemon with the Pokepower or Pokebody in play for 20 damage. And the only ones that are hit are all the Mew. So each one takes 20 damage. It's a really good spread move. And now back over to the Mew side. The player activates Scott as her supporter, searching their deck for 3 cards. Okay, another Scott is being added to the hand. A Rockets admin. And another Rockets admin. Alright. A lot of damage piling up on all these Mew. Okay, the first Manectric gets multi-energy now. And it looks like Mew is going to be retreating. Manectric comes up as the new active Pokemon. And there's the attack. Disconnect. Taking the KO against Raichu. Now Mew is down to 2 more prizes. They just got to take 2 more KOs to win the game. On the Raichu side, Exeggutor comes up as the new active Pokemon. Let's see if the player has any energies. Yes, they do! They have a Scramble energy to use Exeggutor's Split Bomb attack to take the KO against both. Damaged Mew EX, taking 4 prizes all at once. And there's the handshake. Raichu is your winner. So what did you guys think of that battle? Let me know down in the comments below. And be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share this video to help the channel grow and reach new viewers. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, this is the Holland Phantom logging out.